Check music and not rotating. Yeah. It's part of the program.
Okay.
Yeah. This person said your line is always busy. Always smiling. Thanks for coming on one by one. I am not a model, I'm a lawyer, so I don't come online to show off clothes. Let's see your beautiful attire. I don't show off clothes. How many do you want me to show to you? I'm a lawyer, I'm not a model. Let's see your attire. I am not like that. Sorry. I play my own game and I use my own rule for dressing code. Thank you, dear. Thank you. I am not a fashion model person. You know, I am a lawyer to the core. I'm a lawyer to the core. So I will not come online to show off anything. Forget about that. I do not want to oppress my clients. No way. Because I serve the humanity. So I will not oppress. Sorry about that. Anything common is natural. Sorry, oh. Sorry, oh. You know, but I try not to show off things. There is no need for such, so that we don't look to be oppressing others. You understand? My job is different entirely. I am a lawyer, so I'm trying as much as possible to fit into the system properly, you know, so that it doesn't look that I am oppressing because of my status. I'm trying hard to fit in. So take me as I am, please. There's no need for me to show off my clothes. I'm too old for that. The black is so shiny a lot. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But I don't show up. Thank you. I'm so sorry if I upset anyone about that language. That let us see your attire. I'm not for that, I'm sorry. But if you see it yourself, good luck. You know, but there's no need for me. You know, there's no need at all. I don't want to oppress anybody. I want to have friends all over. I want everyone to be my friend. I don't want to oppress. So I don't want to show off anything. Everything belongs to God. The heaven are speaking of the glory of God. Psalm 19, Psalm 24. 19, the heaven are speaking of his glory. So I don't want to show off anything, please. There's no need for me to show off anything other than my brain. To show you my brain, to assist you, to help people that need it. I only show my wisdom, my knowledge, my brain, but I cannot show any other thing. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. There's no need to show off at all. The need. Iṣẹ́ mi ò fàyè sílẹ̀ láti gbéraga. Iṣẹ́ mi ò fàyè sílẹ̀ láti show off. Although people expect leaders to be proud, but then of what use? There's no need to be proud. You know, everything belongs to God. So we thank God for his grace and mercy. Amen. Amen. I'm you too, my brother. Amen. Thank you. Thank you. Only if you understand where I'm coming from, then you understand me. I must not show anything. Brightway Immigration and Asylum Practitioners, good afternoon. If you are hearing us for the first time, my name is Tokunbo Olagbaye. As usual, I am one and only person that speaks on behalf of those who want to regularize their status in the United Kingdom. And my office is located on the second floor offices of 14 to 16 Powys Street, London SC 186LF. And the telephone number in the office is on 0208 309 8808. 0208 309 8808. Eyemejo Kinjasha. The number to call me on right now in the studio, you can either get me on 07496 936 110, which is the studio number, or the same number that you reach me on 07908 628 240, 07908 628 240. So if you are there, you can join us straight away now and ask questions. Today I want to deal with problem that you are having in your mind with regards to regularize of your status to stay and have your freedom in the UK. If Nigerian is easy to go to, I will not say that you shouldn't go. But the way I am seeing things at the moment, I think I have to continue with my campaign on how to regularize your status in the UK, because when you have your freedom in the UK and you can work, you can feed your family, put food on table, you will not have problem. Then you'll be able to fly in and out at any time. Ọlọ́run jẹ́ ká wà nínú ìgbèkùn. Ẹni tó wà nínú ìgbèkùn ló mọ̀, tí ó wọlé tí ó ráyè jáde. Àwọn ló mọ̀ kan tán go through. Thank you from that brother. But the number is not correct. No, the number is 07908 07908 628 240. The correct number is 07908 628 240. Ọlọ́run ló jẹ́ ká wà nínú ìgbèkùn. Ẹni tó wà nínú ẹ̀ ló mọ̀ bó ṣe rí. I have seen client that comes to my office tí wọ́n sun ẹkún wọlé. I am the same person that see them when they smile when they are leaving my office. So ó yé mi. Wọ́n ní ó yé ọmọ tó ń sunkún, ó yé ìyá ẹ̀ tó ń rẹ̀. I understand what I'm talking about and I know it very well. Àwọn tó wà nínú ìgbèkùn, àwọn ló mọ̀ bó ṣe rí. Thank you. 07908 628 240. That's the number. That's the correct one. Àwọn ló mọ̀ bí nǹkan ṣe rí. Ìwọ tó ń pè wá yẹn ní sùúrù. Let me address my fans, please. So it's all about how to regularize your status in the UK. Thank you everyone that is watching, especially those that have been very, very, very supportive from the one that we have been on live Facebook, and to all those that have been coming all the way 10 years back now on Facebook and on the media as well, Nigeria 101.1 FM. I have to respect you so much. I have to give all the credit to you. You're highly recognized, and thank you for your support, because I don't take money from anybody to do this. I am doing this at my own will, giving it back to Nigerian community at large. That's what I'm doing. I'm giving it back to Nigerian community. This advice is for free. When I'm online, I'm doing it for free. I have no problem at all in giving it out for free when I'm online. This is my only way of contributing back to Nigerian community. And to the English community as well, is to make sure that the papers are properly put together when it comes to dealing with submission of application to the Secretary of State. So I am contributing back in both ways. Majorly, it is the UK government I have to contribute back to highly, because they educate me, they put me together, they structure me, they mold me the way I am. So I have to do it for UK government to make sure that the Nigerian community understand what the UK government need mostly, so that Nigerian community will not continue to be on red alert all the time, because they have flagged Nigerian up as the country that never listened and never follow instructions and not obedient. So this is why I'm doing this all the time. It is one of the reasons why Nigeria is under the country that has to do English tests, is because they have always failed to listen to simple instructions. And that is why they flag it up. This is the reason why you will continue to see me in this arena, to assist you, to correct you, to tell you what you need to do. If you then go to those that will take your money without doing their job, tough it. That is your luck. I don't have to kill myself. Òkèlè gbígbẹ pẹ̀lú sùúrù ó sàn ju wàrà àti ohun ìní tó kúnnú lé pẹ̀lú wàhálà lọ. I am grateful to God with the little I am receiving. I am so highly grateful to God. I cannot complain. God has been so good to me and to my family, so I am grateful to God. But until Obalate listens to simple, structured advice, when you come to me and I tell you that a case is not going to go through, don't submit it. Don't come back and come and cry on my shoulder, because you will not have a shoulder to cry on at that stage. That's just my advice. We are just live right now, Nigeria 101.1 FM in the United Kingdom. London Lawa, I'll go shisle now. I want to answer all questions as much as I can. Kintoko Lori line 07496 936 110. That is the studio number. 07496 936 110 is the studio number. The T-Mobile you've been calling me on for long, that is my office mobile, which is right in front of me now. I'll call it if you want to use it. 07908 628 240. The lines are now opened. Hello, anything show me. Who are you?
Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon. I can hear you.
I'm calling you. I've been trying your number for a very long time now.
Oh my God. Oh dear. Oh dear. Ẹbí mi kọ́ èrò pọ̀ ni àwọn èèyàn fẹ́ gba advice ẹ̀ mọ̀ pé Nigeria like free things.
Yeah. But please, I have a question to ask that's been disturbing me for a very long while now.
Go on then.
I live in Germany. I'm a German citizen,
right.
And I intend to move to England by August with my kids. So I don't know if this rent bill is going to affect me, because I've gotten NI number already. So I just want to move by August.
As we speak, I have to be honest with you, and that is my job and my responsibility in the community, to make sure that I try as much as possible to tell the truth of the program on this program. And at any time you come to my practice, you will hear the truth. Now, if you are unable to put in an application before Article 50 is triggered, I will not guarantee you what happens after then.
Okay.
That's just the bottom line. I will not be able to guarantee you anything that happens after then, because there may be conditions attached to it for those who applied after when Article 50 is triggered.
Okay.
And there will be some difference to those that already applied for their visa residence permit before it's triggered. So there are two things there. If you look at it, one before and one during. Then the other one will be after. So there are even three. One will be before it's triggered. The other one will be during when it was triggered. And then the third one will be after when it was triggered. So what are the repercussions? Which I will not be able to tell you now. But all I am guaranteed, and I can tell people according to what Prime Minister has said in her speech last time, was that people need to put in an application before we trigger.
Okay.
That's just it.
So I can put an application now that I'm not even there at the moment.
You cannot put it in, you cannot put in an application if you are not in the United Kingdom.
Okay.
No, you cannot be in two places at one go. Because you have to demonstrate that you are exercising treaty rights.
Okay.
That's just it. That's just it.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you very much, ma'am.
You're welcome, madam. You're welcome.
Yeah, Alex. Bye-bye.
Thank you, dear. Bye. Bye. It's all about how to regularize your status in the United Kingdom. My name is Tokunbo Olagbaye. I'm live in the studio right now. You can call my office on Monday and book your appointment to come and see me on 0208-309-8808. 0208-309-8808. It's all about how to regularize your status in the UK. Welcome to Tokunbo Olagbaye. Anything to have that's what my program is all about. I am a lawyer, I am a solicitor. The same English language, but then what solicitor means that you are a qualified solicitor of the Supreme Court of England and Wales. That is the word solicitor. Then lawyer, anybody can be a lawyer. It is well. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Go
on.
Yeah, my name is Ademola.
Okay.
I was the one that called you on your office mobile yesterday, on your office line yesterday.
What's your question? Go to the point. There's no time.
Okay, I have an appeal. So, I have an appeal and it's on July 3rd. So, I need to come and see you.
You're on live at the moment. If you want to come and see me, you have to book appointment and come and see me in the office. So you will call either this number after 10 o'clock on Monday, or you call landline 0208
after 10 o'clock a.m.
on Monday, after 10 a.m. on Monday, or 10 a.m. on Monday. Call and book appointment on this number. If not, then you call landline on 0208 309 8808.
Okay.
Thank you. We are still on the same issue, on the same matter. A lot of questions have been raised and been asked. Some people sent me an inbox with regards to their questions, but I cannot remember. So I said to them that they should call me when I'm online, so I will be able to answer questions, because there are thousands of questions on my inbox, which I am unable to deal with at the same time. I managed to respond to some of them, but as people are sending it, it's going down. Yours will be going down and going down, so it's difficult for me to access. So if you have any question bothering your mind, this is the time to ask your question. Hello, are you still online?
I'm online, I'm with you.
Yeah, I've already answered your question. You can call me on Monday to book appointment and see me, isn't it?
Okay, I haven't even asked any question, but I will just come and see me.
I can't understand what you are saying.
I said I haven't asked any question. I just tell you that I have an appeal.
Okay. Ask me then. Ask me question quickly.
Yeah, I don't really have any question. I just want to table my matter to you. I want to tell you my matter and show you how the case is and the appeal we have. So
in that case, that's as I said earlier on. In that case, you'll only be able to do that perfectly if you come to office to see me on consultation, and the documentation you have that you want to rely on, you will table it before me. I will look at them one to one, then I'll be able to advise you in advance the outcome of that case. Yeah, thank you. Bye. It's clear. It is clear. If you bring a case from another lawyer to me, you don't have to transfer it. I can tell you exactly what will happen in court straight away. I can tell you whether you will succeed or not. I can tell you whether you are wasting your money with that lawyer, with the lawyer straight away. Look for where your money is somewhere. I can tell you when I look at the case, I will know. Experience matters most. You understand? So that's what is important. The experience is what is important in the job. And I can tell you straight to you categorically if it's not going to succeed. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hi, good afternoon. Sorry, I just need to ask a question here.
Go on then.
I am the next of kin for my niece in Nigeria.
Okay.
It's my cousin's child. My cousin was raped and she got pregnant. The family said that they should get rid of the child, but she did it because she did not know that she could get pregnant, and it's a one-off. The problem now is that my cousin has died.
Your cousin is no more.
She's dying because she's very ill, and I've been taking care of them. And as I said, I'm the next of kin.
really sorry.
live in the UK. I'm a UK citizen, right from birth. How do I bring the child? She is 3 years old.
You said your cousin was raped before she had that child, for her to have that child, isn't it?
Yes, she was raped.
And is she going through that sickness as a result of rape?
Sorry, repeat that again.
It's a sickness as a result of rape.
No, she has cancer.
Oh, okay, all right, okay. So I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
You've not made attempts to want to adopt that child.
I can, but I don't know what the channel is.
It's quite complicated when it comes to adoption. Anyway, the first thing you have to bear in mind is that you must marry, because they will not want to give child to a single parent.
Okay.
Because they want an environment where they think the child will be safe and it will be better looked after.
Okay.
That is the English law.
Yeah.
In the event that that is not the issue, that you will not be able to fulfill that criteria, you have to be thinking from an angle now that you have to start putting documents together to satisfy that you have been looking after that child ever since that child was born. Bear it in mind, the child is quite young. This child is quite long. I don't have music on in studio, so I don't know where the music is coming from. My fans are complaining about, I think it's the next door neighbor, but I don't have music on in the studio. Sorry about that. Anyone that is affected by the noise is from the other studio. Is there any way we can correct it? I'm really sorry about that, but there is no music from this side here. So I'm thinking in a way that you have to put documents together.
Okay.
Like the evidence of maintenance on that child since the child was born.
Yeah.
You know, the documentation now that the mother is going through medical treatment, you have to have it together.
Okay.
How many times have you traveled in and out to Nigeria to see that particular child and the mother?
Okay.
What about the pictures to show connections between you and them together?
Yeah.
What about the birth certificate to show how you guys are related?
Okay.
Because that child is very young, don't forget.
Yeah.
For UK government to issue visa for you to bring that child in, they have to do child assessment.
Okay.
Maybe they will have to instruct the UK embassy in Nigeria for their social services to carry it out. I think that's what will happen in the end anyway. But I think you need a lot of information before you can attempt.
Okay.
Before you can attempt that application, because it might not go well. You know, they don't normally take it on the face value that the mother is dying, the child was born as a result of an incident, and they will want to issue visa straight away. No, they have to carry the necessary formalities so that the child doesn't become a child of come under child slavery or trafficking in the United Kingdom.
Yeah, that's
so all those things have to be properly catered for so that the child will be well and safe when he or she is brought to the United Kingdom. So I think to be on the safe side, we might be looking at the time that you have to come for a proper consultation with me.
Okay.
In the office, so that I will be able to check the rules clearly and tell you all the things that you have to put in place for a successful application to be made.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how much is consultation, ma'am?
It's only £50.
£50.
That's correct. Yeah.
I know where you are anyway,
Okay.
in Woolwich, because I live in that area as
right.
well.
Okay. No problem. Yeah. No problem.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing you soon.
Much.
All right. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye. We're still on the same matter. My apology to those that said that there's a loud music around me. There's no music presently in the studio, but I think it's other studio for the musicians, those who are practicing their music skill in the other studio. I think they are the one distracting us here, but it is well. We are still in the studio on 07496936110 or on my phone, my mobile number as usual, 07908 628 It's a live program right now in the United Kingdom. If you want to call in and ask questions, this is your opportunity to call in. As soon as I leave studio, I will not repeat this on live Facebook. So this is why it is directed, it's connected straight away from studio to Facebook. You understand? So if you want to ask me a question, you have the opportunity now to make use of time while I'm in the studio now. You know. Hello.
Hello, my name is Sam.
Thank you for calling.
Yeah, just a quick one. For someone that have done the biometric, I've taken the picture, everything has been done at the post office. I just want to know how long is it okay when they will send the card?
I won't be able to tell you that. It's not within my capacity. I should say that, you know. Unfortunately, the Home Office is experiencing a huge backlog at the moment. So I will be very careful in terms of giving advice in that area. Do you understand? I'll be very careful.
Yeah.
I am not in control of the time at the moment because it's quite huge. You know, the delay is quite heavy inside. And if you notice, the delay from Home Office is affecting the tribunals as well. So there are huge delays.
But on that occasion, what is giving them, giving the problem to look for a job because they needed it. What should I cannot go through, please?
Say that again. Say it again.
It's giving me a problem because anywhere I go, they want to say it. So I don't know what to write to at the Home Office.
Let me advise you on one status that you need to understand. If at the time of submitting your application to the Home Office, if you have leave to remain, you are automatically qualified to continue with your employment. If that leave to remain allows you to work, you are automatically qualified to continue in employment. But if you don't have visa, leave, not visa, leave is when you are inside. So if you don't have leave to remain before application was submitted to the Secretary of State, you will not have right to employment.
Okay. The only one I have indefinite, no time limit. Then I submitted it because it was on the old passport and I have to send it back to them.
Oh, what?
On biometric.
To change it to biometric?
Yes.
I won't bother myself and I will defend it at anywhere. I won't bother to send it if I really need it. What I would have done if I were to be in your shoes here, I would have obtained a new passport, attach it together and travel with the old one. Continue to travel with the old one until I obtain my British passport.
Yeah, they have done that one, but you said employers said that they don't want it. They need to get.
I know some of them's a bit cheeky, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know. But you have right to continue in employment. Section 3C of the Immigration Act 1971 says that your status at the time of submitting application continues. So if your lawyer should be on top of the game. Either your lawyer writes to the to the employer and state the law as it is to today, or your lawyer refer employer to the Home Office employment checking center and check your status there. So I will be surprised if your lawyer hasn't done that and put you in a situation whereby you are now thinking whether you will lose your job or not. I think that's bad. Yeah, I think that's really bad. You're most welcome. Thank you. No time. Yes, no time limit means you have indefinite leave to remain, and I know that you are part of the old guys, so that's good. Yeah. So it's fine. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, bye. We're still on the same matter, how to regularize your status. Time is quite short in this kind of when we are in studio. It's quite short because of the other program. But I still have my time limit, whether my boss wants it or not in studio. I still have my time because I started very late today because of the previous person. So on 07908 628 240, 07908 628 240, 07908 628 240 is the line now. You want to call in and ask questions with regards to putting in an application, how your relative can come to UK to join you, what is bothering your mind. Let me reassure you, all of you that out there that can listen to me, especially in terms of the delay we are experiencing from court as well, from the tribunals. It's a huge delay. It's quite heavy. Relax yourself. If your case is still in court, if we won your case at the beginning from the first tier tribunal and the Home Office think they are too big and refer us back to upper court, don't worry, everything will be all right. The delay is quite heavy from the upper court and from the lower court to the upper court. It's going round and round. When I read it from the Law Society Gazette yesterday, one of my superior, a QC superior, mentioned that we have shortage of judiciary, and I accepted because I was in court and they have told me. So we are quite short in terms of immigration judiciary at the moment. We are quite short. We haven't got enough judiciary in immigration department in all the tribunals. So that is the reason why the delay is quite heavy, because those judges cannot cope with more than what they can chew. They can't cope, so it's really, really difficult. And this is why cases are being put back to 18 months. If you notice it now, we are about 18 months backlog. We are on 18 months now. You can't call any office to legalize your stay in the UK. You have to use lawyer, or you do it yourself and get it wrong. It's not like other European counterparts. You can walk in and go and do it anyhow. No, we don't do that here. We don't do that. Lawyer have to pay bills, so you have to use us. So you cannot go to any office, any of the Home Office directly and go and legalize your European citizenship as a citizen of the, to have residence permit. You have to use us here. Use lawyer to do the application for you. Because if you think it's pretty straightforward, it's not straightforward. If you are not working in the UK, you're not going to get it automatic. So we need to understand that. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Good afternoon, sir. We are live in the studio right now. What's your name and where are you calling from? How can I help you?
Yeah, I'm calling from London.
Thank you. Your name, if you want to give us your name.
I want to ask.
Okay.
Somebody has spent 15 years in the UK and is a man of 55 years.
Can you see if you can lower your either radio or your Facebook? You tune it down.
Are you coming to?
Yeah. Can you lower your radio because I'm hearing my voice on that?
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, carry on quickly, sir.
Okay. Yeah. I said a man who has spent 15 years in the UK and is a man of 57 years. Is there any chance for him?
Has he got wife? Has he got husband?
No.
No wife, no husband, no child.
No.
Then that's going to be 20 years wait. So if you have spent 15 years, there's another five years to go. Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Is that clear, sir?
Okay, ma'am.
That application is on a private life, and private life, if there's no wife and no husband or no child, it means that you have to stay till 20 years before you can now make application in your own right. That's just it.
Okay, then.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I want to address one issue that somebody put to me in my inbox. I just recollect now that what that person asked me, and I'm able to answer. I'll pour you that person again. Hello. Anyway, the person wants me to deal with children between 18 and 24, young adults. Now, the situation about young adults between 18 to 24 on private life application in the United Kingdom, the law is saying, which means it's still current, it's still present, it has not changed. The law said to them that they have to spend half of their age in the UK before a successful application could be made. Let me reiterate. If someone is 18 years in the UK, you and I understand that it's now adult under the United Kingdom law. It will not be an adult in US or Nigeria, but it's an adult in the UK. Now, the United Kingdom government is saying, under the Home Office law, which is the immigration rules, that child that is now 18 years, for him or her to make a successful application in his or her own rights. That means without relying on the mother or on the father and not having a child. That person, that young adult must show that he or she has spent half of his or her age in the UK. When we talk of half of age, an 18 years person must show that he has spent 9 years in the UK. So also 24 years old person must show that he has spent 12 years in the UK. So if you calculate it backward like that, it's all half. 22 years is 11 years. 23, 11 and a half years. I have seen a scenario where the Home Office refused on 6 months short. I have seen a scenario where they refused an application because it was 6 months short. So when it comes to 18 to 24, they will test it on good character level as well. So the issue of Oyster card must not come into being. 07908 628 240. 07908 628 240. That's the correct number, not this one I'm looking at. It's 07908 628 240 is the number you can get me on now before I leave very soon. Can someone with 2.5 years limited leave invite someone as a visitor to UK earning 20,000 per annum? You are not assessed on salary wise when it comes to inviting someone to UK. Because you are on 2.5 years doesn't mean you cannot invite someone. But then at this stage, you really have to show that the person that is coming for under invitation has a good job and a large community ties in Nigeria to return to. If the person is just somebody that hasn't got that much on salary of 150,000 naira, 200,000 naira a month, they're not going to give visa. Definitely, because of the current exchange now is now different. So they're not going to give visa in that respect. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, my dear. Question yes, quickly.
I just want to ask a quick question about someone that doesn't have a stay for. She has got a child, which one of his eyes is blind, and is on medication. He has gone through operation. Then he's on medication. Doctor said we should come every 3 months for checkup. So I don't know if I should put in any application. Or
now, few questions to ask you back quickly. That child was that child born in the UK?
Yes.
Was the blindness from birth?
Yes.
And there was no medical negligence attached to it?
No.
So it was a natural one?
The disease is called cold. It happens to like 1% to 100% in the child born in the
as a medical doctor, as the practitioners rather, let me use the word practitioners, medical practitioners, have they interpreted and say exactly what the problem is, how it happened, and see whether they have tried to look at the percentage of it from Nigeria and look at the country reports?
I have a medical report from Nigeria which they said they can't treat the disease there in Nigeria.
How old is this child?
It's 4.
And this child is receiving assistance from social services from other necessary departments in England?
No.
Why not? Why not?
Because I don't know anything.
You cannot say that, madam. You need to in the first instance, this situation, you need to get social services involved.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was the issue of there was another issue of domestic violence, which the head visitor have to come to my house to and they know everything about the child.
But the head visitor is supposed to refer to the social services by now.
Okay, I'll call the head.
They have to now. When the head visitor came to the house, the head visitor must have assessed the children in the family.
Yeah, they just referred me to Women's Aid.
That's for the domestic violence aspect of it, which I'll come to now. But I want to talk about that child.
Okay, ma'am.
Forget about the application to the Home Office. That is formalities. I can guarantee you that you can never be removed on that level.
Okay.
Either you put in an application, you don't put in an application, you can never be removed. Even if they ask you to be reporting and it's not convenient, I'm afraid you tell your lawyer to write to them and tell them the situation, the reason why you cannot report. That child was born on English soil.
Yes.
So regardless of whether there is whether the parent has status or not, We will be focusing on the best interest of that child, section 55. So the best interest of that child is paramount at this stage. So I would want you to disclose everything to the medical doctor. They need to refer you to the social services for them to take on this case properly and make sure that the child receives assistance in his or education as well. Please. Then the issue of making application to the Secretary of State will be a secondary matter, not first. Okay? All right, dear. Good luck. Good luck. Hello? Ekason, how many minutes have I got to go? It is me, yes. So you are talking to me, yes. Yes, I'm speaking to my superior first. Before somebody else says the next program starts, that's what I'm asking. But you have to be okay. Okay.
United Kingdom.
Okay.
On the first born, it's going to be 9 years plus, but some of the people when they want it, also while you're the judicial review, almost 2 years, by a year, see how almost 50 days. Also, only 14 days, last week, going to my case, because this side, people think of us, this side, they will get 14 days. People are my late position. So, after this, a week plus, more or less, that was our home office. I only want to think, if only we do the she is para the Nigeria. So, you know, to attend raising. But all the letters are all the letters are of Padati, I mean, cost. What of what we can continue to focus on at least 21 days on the list. So, I am going to I just want to know my feet. That's very emotional.
I don't want to.
I just want to know my feet.
Okay. Let me ask you a question you may not like to answer, but if I don't ask that question, I will not give you an answer. You see, at the time of making application to the Home Office at first, at the initial stage, do you explain whether you ever met any of the rules? Was your child 7 years old at that time?
Yeah, it's 7 years old.
At the time you submitted, was that child a 7-year-old child?
Yes, my first application, my child is 7 years old.
When did you submit the application to the Home Office? When?
Yeah, that was 2 years ago. 2 years plus now.
So the child is just 7.5 years now?
No, the child is 9 years old now. But to submit the last is 2 years back. That's over 7 years.
So you have taken the case all the way to JR?
Yes, so I want to know what collect and tell Home Office. Because some related to that, you know, the case has to go 2 years. Because the case has been in court since 2 years, you know, for any response. So, but when the man response, our collect and tell Home Office, if you want down the low, if this program feel like down the low, you get for it. They will make a decision by their own. So, Home Office, our collect ìpè àwọn ti orí lẹ́tà látọ̀dọ̀ kọ́ ìpè kí n máa wọ̀ wípé kí n fún àwọn oníwíṣẹ́ tí mi ṣe lè lọ sí ìrọ̀lú wọn kọjá 7 nígbà tí mo apply, but I should give them another reason. So yàtọ̀ sí tí mo fi apply, which has given them another reason. Then I just want to know my face.
Because the child is not 10 years yet and it's just only 9 years, Home Office has taken us to upper court on a case that we won at the first year tribunal. So I'm going to put you on 50-50. Because at the end of the day, the test of reasonableness needs to be satisfied. So I'm putting you on 50-50 because Home Office can come back and say, go and reapply when the child is 10 years. Yeah. So I won't say more than that, but I'll just place the application on 50-50 for now.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello?
Won't say more than that, but I'll just place the application on 50-50 for now.
Okay, all right. Okay, hello? Hello? Always lower your radio. Hello? Because the time studio now is different. Hello?
Hello?
When we are in studio, you have to be quick. Hello, who is this?
Hello, my name is Amina.
Okay.
Yeah, I made an application like 3 years ago, but my application was refused.
What type of application was it?
On humanitarian grounds.
What is humanitarian ground? Please now.
I'm a left leg amputee. One of my legs is amputated. I had an accident while I was in Nigeria. So I came here like 7 years ago. So when I came here, I went to see the GP, and the GP said it's not proper for me to be walking on crutches and all that. So I got a referral to rehabilitation center. So we took it up from there, and I applied to the Home Office. They refused my application. I've been to judicial review. My application was refused again. So I'm waiting for upper tribunal. And I've been very scared. I don't know.
You see, when it comes to deciding for Home Office, you guys are expecting me to be making decision for Home Office. I can, yeah, but at some stage I have to pull out and withdraw and say, listen, I cannot make decision on this. Now, on your case, it's something to do with medical issue, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, Home Office is going to be very careful before they will say yes and grant you that application, regardless of your situation, in order not to open floodgate arguments.
Okay.
Because in the first instance, on medical ground is what you are pushing, which has so many complex case laws to use with it. But in terms of meeting the rules, you are 7 years, you are adult, isn't it?
Yes.
Exactly. So, which means that you have not spent enough time on private life in the UK. Have you got any child that is registered in the UK as a citizen?
No.
That means that the whole application is going to be based on medical arguments.
Okay.
So you just have to keep your fingers crossed.
Okay.
I can't say more than that.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome. You're most welcome. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye. The reason why I cannot access that application, I haven't got enough documentation to see the extent of the damages to the leg. We haven't got the medical reports right in front of me and see what they have written out. You see, for Home Office to make application to grant application on medical ground alone, without meeting any of the rules, it's going to be difficult because of the floodgate argument. We call it floodgate argument in law. The Home Office will not want to open that gate. So I am under warning now. Time is of essence. I know all of you love my program, and I love you all for contributing. But I'm under immense warning. Hello, is this person on? Hello?
Hello.
Right,
hello.
Okay, I'll give you audience. I'll take yours quickly. Yeah.
Ma.
Yes.
Yeah, I sent an email to you on the 23rd of this month, and
I cannot see every email being sent to me. Please, my apologies. my emails are quite deep and it's quite long sometimes, so I only ask my secretary to sift and get me the top one quickly that I can just reply back to. Bear it in mind, I have to deal with people on ground that have paid money to see me. So there is no way I can deal with somebody that just sent me an email. Sometimes it could just be a prank. Not every email I can respond to unless you come to office and say, listen, that's my email. Consultation, I want you to deal with it. Many of them are pranks. And I haven't got time to deal with jokes or pranks. Yes, some of them are pranks. I can tell you categorically, some are pranks. And I haven't got that time, I haven't got the luxury time to deal with pranks.
Well, because you're on a live program, I don't want to take much of. Is it possible for me to call you after the program?
I won't be able to because I'm going to drive straight away. Once I leave studio, I want to call it a day for today. I come up next time again. But today, once I leave studio, that will be it. I need time for my family. I'm really sorry. And anyone that wants to see me, they have to book appointment and come to the office to come and see me.
No problem. Okay, let me just make my case very brief. We came in legally into the country for a while. I came on independent on my wife. She's the main applicant on the student visa, but due to some law and everything, we put in a family life application in 2012 before the law changed. But they came to use the new law after they replied us a year after. When the law was now in operation, they now use the new law to close down.
That is a complicated matter you are asking me. I need to get the scenario correct. I will not give you advice, because you want me to put myself into trouble by giving a negligent advice online. Because you are starting a change, you are explaining, and it's so quite, it's fast and quick. And as a lawyer, I must be steady and ready to take information in first, digest it before I bring out my advice.
That's why I was saying that maybe if I could call you after the program.
I won't be able to. So you have to spend money to get good advice in that kind of scenario you want to bring out. If I'm not making mistake, you have a complex matter at hand.
But let's leave that one now. I have a child who is 8 years old in the country.
Hello. Hello. Yeah, I will answer you now before I come off because time is of essence. I've been warning. They've been giving me warning. I need to come off now. So thank you for that. Thank you for that comment. Thank you. Hello. Can you ask your question quickly? Can you ask quickly?
Yeah. Okay. My name is Adebigbe.
Okay.
I've got two British children.
Okay.
My husband is also definitely. So but me, my application, my visa runs out like 2 years ago, and I'm yet to apply again. Now I'm scared. I don't know if I apply, if they're gonna give me, or are they still gonna?
Okay,
I don't know.
Quick. You have 2 children that are British citizens.
Yes.
And your husband is also a settled person.
Yes.
So how come your visa ran out 2 years ago? What were you doing?
I don't know. It's friends. I'm depending on my husband.
Okay, so what happened?
Applied again when it expired, but I don't know, maybe negligence or something. I didn't apply when I was supposed to.
They're gonna start your They're gonna start your leave from the beginning again. So you need to see me in the office on 0208-309-8808. Book appointment and come and see me. I have to appreciate you all. I have to go now offline now because this is from I'm in studio.
You.
So thank you for calling. And for anyone that wants to see me, book appointment to see me in the office on 0208-309-8808. My name is Tokunbo Olagbaye. My office is located on 14 to 16 of Powell Street, Woolwich, London, SC18 6LF. There is always consultation you have to pay to see me, £50. I am not a legal aid lawyer. I paid so much money to qualify in this country, so I am not free. But the only thing I can give you for free is this time now, online. Thank you all for your support. You're all beautiful, handsome. Thank you for all your beautiful comments. You're all wonderful. I will remain humble. Thank you. Bye for now.
Nigeria, of course, pẹ̀lú bí mo ti làkàkà láti dé lu yìí, àtún wá dé bẹ́ẹ̀ tán. Orí ọwọ́ bákan náà ni èyí iṣẹ́ àárín kò sí fọkànbalẹ̀. Bí mo bá rìn lórí títì, níṣẹ́ ni máa máa wo fẹ̀tọ̀fẹ̀tọ̀ bí olè tó fẹ́ jáṣọ gbé lọ́jà torí tọwọ́ ọlọ́pàá bá tẹ̀ mí. Wọ́n kàn folúwẹ̀sọ ogun sí Nàìjíríà ní kódà bí mo bá fi lè kọjá aago 5 ìdájí kí n tó bọ́ síta nínú ilé. Tí home office bá ká mi mọ́lé, tí mi bá mi nìyẹn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ sì ni gbogbo nǹkan tó fi àjẹ mi. Ojútà ìnúwẹ̀ ìgbélú lọ. Ohun tó kéré gbà tó ti gbọ́ nípa ìyáàfin Tokunbo Olagbaye akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ lọ́yà olùdásílẹ̀ lè ṣe Brightway Immigration and Asylum Practitioners. Wọ́n wà ní 2nd floor 1416 Woolwich Street, Woolwich nílùú London. Ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ wọn ni 020-8309-8808 tàbí 07885-605-072.